Kolbrin Bible, Book 6, Book of Morals and Precepts, Chapter 7, The Weakling. I found this chapter very instructive. NPR 7:8. There is no respect for his person or possessions, and his wife is open to the leers of fornicators and the jeers of her sisters. The weakling is not one weak in body, but one who is weak in spirit. Neither does strength of body make the real man, for manliness is of the spirit, not of the flesh. NPR 7:9. A weakling will even marry a common woman, whose husbands are 500, for his servile spirit rejoices in debasement. NPR 7:10. Mankind is divided in twain, real men and weaklings. Take your place with one or the other, for they will never be reconciled. It is only here that the writer points out the weakness is in the spirit, not the body. Muscle and bone will be overpowered if the spirit cannot tame and control the emotions of fear. Learn about yourself, your weaknesses, and your strengths. Be strong in your beliefs, so even if you fear, you will find the courage to defeat self-doubt with knowledge, and the effort is worth the cost. Having done that, you will find it easier to identify flaws in others. It is not always a straight path to gain what you want. Sometimes you must stop looking at the destination and focus on where you are at. The arrogant will use self-doubt and identify ways they can use your weakness against you. It would be best to recognize those weaknesses before they can turn them on you. Often they are not stealing, they just created the circumstances where you gave it away in a moment of emotion that caused you to react. Before you realize what you have done, it is not pleasant to look at your own flaws, but having the strength to do that will give you an advantage, even with the physically strong that attempt to gain all through brute strength. Sometimes the arrogant are not the most physically powerful, but they can defeat the strongest of brutes because they can get the brute to weaken himself to the point that they surrender. It will only be afterwards they will discover how close the brute could have come to triumph, but his self-doubt conquered him, and the arrogant only used that weakness to gain what could never have succeeded with force.